the Israelites, they were not going to know their nationality. All right? Read that.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So it's talking about an animal. The ox is an animal. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
So the ox and the ass, the donkey, they know where they come from and they know who their owner is. I read.
But Israel.
But who?
But Israel.
But Israel, read.
Doth not know.
So the Israelites, they don't know that they Israel. Like I just asked you what your nationality was, you said African American. How can you be brown skinned coming to white men?
Bring it out.
That means you don't know.
Right.
Now let me prove that we are Israelites. The so-called blessed Hispanics, the people on the sign, the African Americans, West Indians, Puerto Ricans, we are the Israelites. That's in the Bible, so let me prove it. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Alright? You know what? Give me Deuteronomy 1 and verse 1. Are you familiar with the Bible, Moses? You don't? So the Most High God, he sent Moses into Egypt to deliver his people, the Israelites, out of slavery. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to read what Moses told his people. I read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So in the book of Deuteronomy, Moses is speaking to who? He's speaking to the Israelites. He ain't speaking to everybody. He only speaking to the Israelites. Now give me verse chapter 28. Read.
15. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Now, who Moses speaking to again? So let's find out what he's going to tell the Israelites. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses is telling Israel, if they don't listen to God's voice, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do his commandments, like the Sabbath day, read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
What's going to happen?
That all these curses.
All these what?
That all these curses.
So, hey, what's your name, man?
Tim.
Tim.
Yes, Tim.
Tim. Nice to meet you, Tim. My name's Zion.
All right.
So if the Israelites broke the commandments, they're going to be cursed. Now, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
Curse is definitely a bad thing.
It's bad, right? It's evil, right? So let me ask you this. Slavery. Is slavery good or bad?
Slavery. You know that.
It's bad, right?
Yeah.
Did you know slavery is a curse in the Bible? It's a curse?
I didn't know that.
Give me verse 68. All right? So, Tim, how did our ancestors come over here?
Watch ships.
Ships, right? Ships. Did you know that's in the Bible?
No.
Let's get it. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So remember, Moses is telling the Israelites that the Lord is going to bring you into Egypt again. So let me ask you this right here, Tim. What were the Israelites doing in Egypt the first time? You know?
They were enslaved.
In slavery, right?
Yeah.
He said he's going to bring us into slavery again. How?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So how did our ancestors come over here?
They came over on ships.
So we're proving you that the Bible is written to the so-called blacks and Hispanics. We the Israelites.
Right.
Now let me ask you this. When we got off those ships, what happened to us?
We were enslaved.
We were sold on slave oxen blocks, right?
Yes.
Is that in the Bible? You don't know?
I don't know.
That's good. Because once I didn't know, all right? Well, we're going to find out today. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there.
So it said, and there. He's telling the Israelites, once you got off those ships, wherever you at, in America, in Brazil, in Puerto Rico, in Jamaica, wherever your ships landed, what's going to happen?
Ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Ye shall be sold.
So were we not sold on slave oxen blocks?
Yeah.
We proved that the Bible is our book. Our history is written in the Bible.
Right.
So once we got the ships, us the Israelites, once we got the ships, we were sold on slave oxen blocks, different plantations, right? Yeah. I read.
And thou, ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
It said we was going to be sold into our enemies, right? Who sold us?
Right.
But the Bible said they what?
They are our enemies. And ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So the white folks, they're our enemies, they're not our friends. Right. Read.
For bondmen.
For what?
For bondmen.
What's a bondman, Tim?
A person that
that own you. I guess it would be somebody that owns you.
Okay, so let's look at the word bond man. What does the word bond mean? Like I got you in bond. You're in bondage. It said we was gonna be bond men, slave men. Right. We was gonna be slave men, right? Yeah. Read.
For bond men and bond women.
Not only men, our women, we will be enslaved too. All right, read.
And no man shall buy you.
And what?
And no man shall buy you.
So it said, and no man shall buy us. Nobody stepped up and said, hey, I want to buy the freedom of this whole nation. As you see, we still in slavery today. So nobody bought our freedom. Now give me verse 32. All right, no, give me verse 38.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 38.
Now you said that we were so-called African Americans, right?
Yes.
That's a byword, all right, and a proverb. That's not a name that was given us by God. Read.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
So Tim, what is an astonishment?
You are amazed.
A shock, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't it like an amazement for our men to walk around with their pants below their butt?
It is.
That's a shock.
Shock in a.
Why is it in the black community you got businesses owned by other nations, but they're now in our hood? Why is it? It's a shock. It's a shock. We let them out. We broke the commandments of God. That's why we let them. All right? Read that again.
And thou shalt become an astonishment.
So we're going to become an amazement to everybody else. Read.
A proverb.
So Tim, what's a proverb? A proverb.
I don't know.
A proverb is a wise saying, right?
Yeah.
Like what would be a wise saying for black folks? Black folks love beef, chicken, and watermelon, right?
Yes.
It's a wise saying. Why? It's true. Black folks love grape soda. That's a proverb. It's a wise saying. It's true. If I want a house from a black man, where do I put it?
If you want a house?
If I want a house from a black man, where do I put it?
In a neighborhood, he can't. He don't own it.
Look, a wise saying is, right, if you want a house from a black man, you put it in a book.
Right.
Why? Because black folks don't like to read. That's a proverb, Tim.
Yeah.
All right, read.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
Now, a byword is a name called outside your God-given name. Earlier, I asked you what your nationality was. You said African American.
But that's
right. That's a byword. All right. We're reading curses that's going to happen to the Israelites. I'm proving you that you are an Israelite, Tim. All right, read.
And a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
So, in America, in Canada, in Brazil, wherever the so-called blacks and Hispanics is at, these curses are going to follow them. Right. Now, give me verse 47. Give me verse 47. Listen up, Tim. All right, listen up.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47. 46. And they shall be upon thee. So the they, Tim, is the curses. They're going to be upon the children of Israel. Read. For a sign. For a sign. What is the sign, Tim? What's the sign?
Something you look at and you read. It's something that's showing you.
Right. It identifies you what it is, right?
Yeah.
So a stop sign tells me what? To stop. Yeah. These curses, they're going to be on us for a sign to tell us that we are the Israelites.
Right.
Read.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
And for a wonder. Man, I wonder, why did we go into slavery?
Right.
Why is there so much black on black crime? Why in my hood, I got the white man on the bank in my hood, but majority is black folks that's in the hood?
Right.
How can I go to a black community, but it got Chinese businesses in it?
Right.
Where's the black businesses at? Where's the black businesses at? Why would I go to the white folks neighborhoods? I don't see black businesses.
Right.
Why is that, Tim? Because we're under a curse.
Right.
We're the Israelites, Tim. I read that. Finish that for me.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed.
So even on our kids, the seed is a child. Right. Even our kids, they're going to suffer these curses as well.
Right.
Read.
And upon thy seed forever. Because.
So Tim, this is why we're cursed. We're going to read why these things are happening. Don't you want to know why?
Yes, I want to know why.
Good. So this is the answer, Tim. Read that.
Because thou servest not.
So we didn't want to serve somebody. Right. Who didn't we want to serve? Read.
The Lord thy God,
You're right, Tim. The reason why we're cursing is because we don't want to serve God and keep His commandments. Read.
With joyfulness and with gladness of heart. For the abundance.
For the what?
For the abundance.
So if we were to come back and keep the commandments, we would have the abundance of everything, Tim.
We would have the blessing of God.
But like now, we don't have anything, right?
Right.
We don't have nothing. But God has said if we were to keep his commandments, we would have the abundance. Read.
For the abundance of all things.
Anything that we wanted, Tim, if we just keep the commandments, we would have it. We would have rulership. We would have our own big businesses, Tim, if we come back and keep the commandments. I read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So Tim, therefore, when we break the commandments, we got to serve our who?
Our enemies.
So Tim, the same white man that sold us in slavery, we got to serve him. How? Our jobs, right?
Our jobs.
Who owned Walmart, Tim? Who owned Dow General? Who owned Burger King? Now who worked for those companies? So we got to serve our enemies, the white man.
That's right.
I read.
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
Which the who sent?
Which the Lord shall sin against thee.
So Tim, the Most High God, our God sent the white man against us.
Right.
We don't want to serve God. Okay, you gonna serve the white man then. Read.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
Like I said earlier, Burger King, McDonald's. We got to serve the white man for food, right? Walmart. Read.
And in thirst.
And thirst. There's honey water, right? Aquafina. Who owns those companies?
You know, the white
man do.
Right.
So we got to serve him for food and water. Read.
And in nakedness.
What is nakedness, Tim? The clothes on your back. Do we own our clothes?
No.
Who owns textile mills? Who owns Walmart, right? Yeah. Our clothes come from where? Walmart. Who owns Walmart? The white man, right? Yeah. I read.
And in want of all things.
So Tim, anything you want. The hat on your head, the shoes, a license, a house, and an apartment, right? The landlord's gonna be who? A white man. We gotta serve him for everything. Now give me verse that says our daughters.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So let's back up, Tim. In slavery, right? Who had yokes bound upon their necks? We did, right? So read that again.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
So it's talking about our ancestors, Tim. We the Israelites. We had yokes bound upon our necks. Right. And my ancestors, Tim. Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
It said until. So once them yokes come off our necks, that means we was gonna be destroyed. An example, right? I asked you what your nationality was. You said African American. That proves that it ain't only you. I once thought that too. Right. Everybody did, Tim. We was destroyed once those yokes had came off our necks. Now give me verse that's some of our daughters. 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters.
So Tim, have you seen the movie Roots? Yeah. What happened to Roots? They took our kids and sold us off to another plantation. Yeah. Now, do we have the power to get them back?
No.
We didn't, right?
Family broken up.
Right. That's in the Bible, Tim. I read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters.
Our sons and our daughters, read.
Shall be given unto another people.
So we're going to be sold out to different plantations, other people. Read.
And thy eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long.
So when we see our kids being sold out, right, we cried. Did we cry? Yeah. Have you seen Roots, 12 Slaves? When their kids got sold, they was crying. Why? Because they had knew that they were not going to get their kids back ever again, right? Read.
And thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
So Tim, we won't have no economic might. We ain't got a military. We will have no kind of power to get our kids back. Now, why are we cursed, Tim? Why?
Disobeying God.
Right, His commandments, right? Yeah. Now, what we got to do to become blessed? Revelation 10. What do we have to do to become blessed?
Follow all commandments.
That's right. Now read it.
Revelation chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Tim, if I want to be blessed, we got to keep the commandments, Tim.
Right.
Read.
That they may have right to the tree of life.
That they may have right to the tree of life. What is this life talking about, Tim? This life is talking about everlasting life, the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
I read.
And may enter through the gate into
Through the what?
Through the gates.
Tim, why is it gates there?
The gates of heaven.
Right. Read.
Into the city.
Give me 21:10. Now, Tim, who is the kingdom of heaven for?
Say that again.
Who is the kingdom of heaven for? Is it for everybody?
It's for God and for the people who follow God's commandments.
So who is that then? Who is God's commandments given to the follower? Hold that. Give me Deuteronomy 4 and verse 44.
It was given to the Israelites.
How you know that? Can you prove it, Tim? You prove it?
It's in the Bible.
You right. We're going to read that. All right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 44. And this is the law which Moses set before the children of Israel.
So this is the law that Moses set before the children of Israel. So Tim, who is God's laws given to?
The Israelites.
So Israelites got to keep the commandments to get into heaven. All right? Now jump back. Read that. 21.
Deuteronomy chapter 21 and verse 10.
So Tim, we're going to read about the kingdom of heaven and who it's for. All right? Read.
And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God.
So we're describing the kingdom of heaven. Now who is it for? Give me verse 12.
Verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
So why is there a wall and why is there gates? That's for security. To keep some from coming in and going out, right? I read.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
So at these gates, you got 12 gates and you got 12 angels. Why is the number 12 so important? Why keep saying 12? Tim. That's right, Tim. I read.
And the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So the kingdom of God is for the Israelites only.
Yes,
now,
right.
Tim, what's your nationality again, Tim?
I come from the tribe of Israel.
You're an Israelite, right? Yeah. I'll pray you, Tim. Now, Tim, give me Deuteronomy 10, 12. Now, read it for me. 10, 12. All right, Tim, we got a requirement, Tim. As us being Israelites, we got something to do. Like, read. We got a job to do, Tim. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what does the Lord thy God require of thee?
So now, Tim, what does God want you to do? What does he require you to do? What is your job? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Our job is to fear God. Read.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in his ways. Read.
And to love him.
So we're going to find out how to love God too. Read.
And to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul. To keep the commandment of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
So Tim, our job, our requirements is to keep the commandments of God.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community.
the Lord. His word, his word.